I think Cena's going to retain here as well, but it kind of makes me wonder. It kind of makes me wonder if Ryback then isn't the third guy, perhaps the third man that Paul Heyman is reportedly courting in the WWE locker room. An article appeared on WWE.com, Adam, this week that said that Heyman was reportedly shopping around for a client to add to his roster of CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. Would Ryback then be a good fit?
I don't believe so. I think, first of all, I don't see it as being a good fit. I don't know. Because I'll tell you why. Because I think it's Batista. I've heard rumors that Batista's coming back. He wants to come back to the WWE, which he wanted no parts of. Apparently, MMA is now working out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he wants to come back to the WWE. And I just see him as being that third guy and just making this the most dominant stable. Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and Batista, the most dominant stable in history. And maybe this is the stable that takes on the Shield.
You know, and that's something that we spoke about last week. I kind of like your idea because that would give Heyman two MMA guys in his stable. I mean, ultimate ass kickers. You certainly wouldn't want to mess with that trio. I don't think that that's it, though. I think that it's somebody that... I think that it's going to be...
like Scooby-Doo.
I think that it's going to be somebody that is either A, on Ryback's level, or somebody very close to it. And the person that I'm thinking is a guy that we spoke about earlier. He's got himself a match on Extreme Rules and a movie coming out. I think that Randy Orton is going to be the third member, if there is one, in Heyman's stable. Because, let's face it, everybody loves a bad guy when it comes to Randy Orton. He gets cheered whether or not he's heel or face. I think that the fans react to him better when he is playing that bad guy role for that fact. And the fact that I think it would be a hell of a well-rounded trio, I think that it's going to be Randy Orton.
He's definitely on that level. In fact, to me, he's above a Ryback level at this point in his career. My issue with that is it's the Ryback thing. Where Ryback was over with the crowd as a face, that's what Randy Orton is. Why did Ryback change? I don't understand that. When you're over, why would you change? It's the same thing with Orton. I understand he's a really good heel. He's one of the best, but he's over as a face, and he's flip-flopped back and forth a few times. You can only do that so many times to begin with. He's already over as a face. I think he gets a push as a face, and I think he remains independent.
Yeah, but the difference between he and Orton, between Ryback and Orton, though, Adam, is what you just said. It's that Randy Orton is a proven commodity. He has proven that he can get the job done whether or not he's working heel or face. And the difference is Ryback hasn't been in this role yet, and so he's kind of in uncharted waters right now for WWE. And for that reason, I think that WWE would be more comfortable putting Orton back into that role. And that is why he is my pick for Heyman's third guy.
Well, I guess we're not debating. Neither one of us taking Ryback. It's not Ryback or Orton. It's Orton or Batista. Now, why do you take Orton over Batista?
Oh, well.
There's no way he's more proven. There's no way he's going to be more over when Batista comes back.
I mean, that would be a hell of a shocker to see Batista, but honestly, I'm not sure that Batista is going to be that guy. I'm not sure that he's there yet. I'm not sure, maybe he's not ready to get back into wrestling. I don't know. But Orton is there now. Orton has as a proven track record. He's got that movie coming out. That tells me that Randy Orton is my pick for the third guy.
And I've got Batista. And I'm right.